Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Demon Sailor. Episode 8 of Season 4. The finale. Double episode finale. Hot D won't be posted tonight or early tomorrow morning. It'll be posted later tomorrow. Just FYI. And what else is there to say about Demon Slayer? Muzan is getting his steps in.
Yep.
He's a modern man. Keeping his fitness in check.
Gotta hit that steps count on
Yeah, you gotta hit the step goal, 20,000 a day, or whatever, 12,000 a day.
It's supposed to be 10.
10,000?
Yeah.
12,000? Something like that. Depends on how, maybe he's an ambitious guy. He seems to be. He's walking quite a bit. And we'll maybe see the, I guess we'll see the face-off between Ubuyashiki and Muzan and what they have to say to each other. And the episode's called Hashira Unite, so I bet they're all gonna show up and probably get fucked up by Muzan.
Yeah, or they'll show up all ready to go. It'll be too late or something.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
We shall see, because only Sonami knows currently what's going on. So whether he goes directly there, or whether he goes to get help, either is a good move, because I don't think he'll be able to take Muzan by himself, but
yeah.
We shall see. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's check out Demon Sailor Season 4. Oh, this again. Look at him.
It's so cool. We have to see it again. I did see some people saying that all of this like smoke effect was him getting burned by wisteria, which if that is the case, that I feel like that's way cooler, but I didn't like interpret that like in the moment, but I feel like it's cooler because I thought it was just like a random effect.
I thought that it was possible, but because they didn't say it, I was just assuming that it was like the fog of the night, or it could be wisteria, but yeah. I thought it was a possibility. They really are pulling up that Indian soap opera editing once again.
I do like the music. Just insulting him.
知らないかもしれないが、君と私は血筋なんだよ。君が生まれたのは1000年以上前のことだろうから。私と君の血はもう近くないけれど。何の感情も湧かないな。お前は何が言いたいのだ。君のような怪物を一族から出してしまったせいで、私の一族は呪われていた。子供たちは皆病弱ですぐに死んでしまう。耐えかけた時、神主から助言を受けた。辻から鬼が出ているを倒すために心血を注ぎなさい。一族は絶えない。代々死に、子供も死にづらくなった一族のための30年と名言もここに。
Why would you continue your bloodline?
Because they want to get rid of Muzan, I
But
guess.
how does that, how would...
なぜなら天罰も下っていない。何百何千という人間を殺しても私は許されている。も仏も見たことがない。君はものを考えるんだね。だが私の考え。
Well, for most people, it would be pretty terrible to have your entire bloodline cursed in exchange for your immortality, but because he doesn't give a shit, it doesn't matter.
どんな夢を見ているのかな。奇妙な、あれほど目障りだった鬼殺隊の元凶を目の前にして憎しみがわかん。むしろ、
Girls, go back to bed. What the
What are
fuck are you
doing? super creepy.
この奇妙な夏安堵感気色がそしてこの屋敷には4人しか人間がいない産屋敷の2人だけ声も何もないようか無惨君の心が私には君は永遠を夢見ている夢見ている無惨禰豆子の隠し場所に随分と自信がある考えが何か知っている永遠というのは
Generations passed
人の
down.
思いだ永遠であ
That
る
looks so cool.
うん。
不滅なんだよお前の話には平気年間鬼殺隊はなくならなかったそうな子供たちは大勢死んだが決してなくならなかった君がくだらないと言った人の思いが証明している
That explains why he still has kids to fight, despite the fact that they won't live past 30.
うん。
命を理不尽に奪った者を許さないという思いは
Whoa.
永遠だ許されていないこの1000年間一度も君はね無惨何度も何度も虎の王の逆鱗に触れている
Wow.
本来ならば眠っていたはずの虎や竜を君は起こした彼らはずっと絶対に逃がすまいと人の思いとつながりが君には理解できないだろうね無惨なぜなら君が死ねばすべての鬼が滅ぶんだろう空気が揺らいだね当たりかな守る
Hit a bit of a nerve there, I
もう
think.
いいよずっと君に言いたかったことは言えた話は終わりだね話を聞いてくれるとは思わなかったなありがとう無惨緊急招集緊急招集呼ぶべき親方様
I mean, if they all roll up like the second after he dies, he's right, they will never have been more motivated in their lives.
This creepy fucking bird. Remember that bird?
Yeah.
Or if he's gonna kill the kids too.
I hope that they'll get there in time to at least save the kids.
貴重な戦力は己一人のために使うものではないとの一点張り
That, and he wouldn't be able to say what he wanted to Muzan if anybody else was there. Holy shit. What? Snow melts?
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Holy shit.
Jesus!
Oh my god. That's crazy.
I was gonna say, can he regrow his clothes? Doesn't look like it, but his pants are perfectly intact.
Oh my god.
己と妻と子供もろとも爆薬で消し飛ばす。私は思い違いをしていた。あの男は完全に狂気。
Completely off the rails.
Bro has 1,000 years to observe humans, but just
Especially in
thinks of them
Japan,
so
where people like
badly.
ritualistically kill themselves relatively commonly compared to many other places in the world. Oh, with caltrops too? Oh, they're like in him.
That's so cool.
He was planning for the Hashira to show up all of them and kill
Yeah.
you. You're one
I
to
love.
talk.
I'm like, I love how he's so offended.
Oh yeah, he would have been able to sense any murderous intent, but because his heart was so pure, he was able to fool him.
Whoa.
What the hell is this? Is this Himajima? Flesh seeds.
Oh my
What?
god!
Did he have a blood demon art?
Jesus.
Ubuyashiki? Or is it Genya?
Ah.
No. Tomoyo.
Oh my god. Ooh.
She's sacrificing herself for the Hashira. What does she have in her fist? Wisteria?
Oh.
Oh, shit! No way. Developed from the blood that they collected.
Whoa.
Oh, shit!
Oh my god!
踊りにして無惨の首を取ってくれ。
He blasted off Muzan's head.
Yeah, there's no way it's over that quick. Oh, God. Whoa!
So freaky.
無惨を滅ぼせるのは日の光のみではない。
They can just keep him.
Locked in.
Yeah.
首を破壊。彼が死ななければ日が昇るまでの持久戦。
That's
Wouldn't be
crazy.
the first time.
この肉体の再生速度。音からして今まで対峙した鬼の比ではない。協力者による弱体化があってこれほどの余力を残した状態までにこの化け物日の差す場に拘束し続けなければならない。
Whoa! Whoa! It just keeps going. Oh, they're almost there. They're almost there. Are there gonna be more fucking demons that show?
Absolute-
Oh! Oh my god. How the fuck does he get out of this one? They gotta go into. He's gotta have allies that are gonna come.
All it would take is like a little like, and he could like go in, you know.
Yeah. Holy shit. The whole gang is here. With the chain, that looks so cool. Oh no, he sees Tondro instantly. Tanjiro's the first one. I mean, other than Sanemi, the first one to draw. Oh! Oh my god!
They're all just going for it.
I got chills right now. This is fucking crazy. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, he's training. Oh, what?
Oh. Oh, because all the eyes have been spying on everyone. Oh no.
These guys too? Oh, it's gonna be a
Everyone.
bloodbath. These
Oh,
guys are dead
boy.
as fuck. Oh, the crows too?
Whoa.
Oh, this is fucking insane. Zenitsu?
He passed out. He was too scared.
I think no, he's pissed off because of the letter.
Because he was on a mission for once. Whoa.
They were cooking this episode. Look at this.
This is insane right now.
Yes.
Oh god.
She still got him.
Oh.
God damn it, dude. There's no way it ends there!
That's brutal.
Fuck.
That was like
How
basically a
much
movie.
credits? Yeah, it was.
I like all this art.
Yeah. Tanjiro looks sick.
Mm-hmm.
こんな大きな釜いっぱいに炊いたさつまいもご飯をね、二人で食べたの。わっしょい。とってもいい思い出なの。うわ
うん
ご飯食べたかったです。懐かしいな。俺も覚えているぞ。
Hmm.
いよいよ鬼物児との戦いだな。頼んだぞ。今煉獄さんいたよね。
It's like a theater.
Yeah,
stage
it's like they
setup.
put so much detail into it now.
炭治郎君、
With the lights.
大鬼物児を倒そうね。倒します。必ず。
Hmm. That was a nice little
That was
end.
cute. I bet, like, because, yeah, because that's not a manga thing, so that people don't really get to see Rengoku if they were, like, really crazy in love with Rengoku. That was so fucking sick. When the house blew up, I thought that was just
I thought
Muzan's
Muzan
power.
did that, and I was like, how the fuck can he do that? But that was so cool when it was like when Muzan flew out of there all messed up and was like, you know, freaking out. I was like, oh my god, he got
fucking-
destroyed.
Even while he was regenerating, I was like, oh wow, so he
just did that to himself.
He wanted to make sure that
Yeah.
there was nothing left, so he did that to himself. Like I thought first I thought, okay, he's doing that to scorch earth, like make sure there's nothing left possibly, like in case he missed anything. And then he got blown up. I'm like, okay, so he really cares. Like he cares enough about blowing this up that he will like fuck himself up potentially.
Yeah.
But then it was like, oh no, oh the caltrops, all the little like all the shit that's around. It's like a full setup.
Yeah.
And then when Gyomei showed up and he was fucking, first of all, Tamayo coming in clutch with the shit that turns people back from being a demon. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it'll work on him entirely, but it will definitely screw him up. Like,
Yeah.
for sure.
And that was so crazy how she knew, because like his immediate reaction was like, oh, I can't like get rid of this. I'll just absorb it because I'm more powerful, basically.
Yes.
Like, oh, I can't like get this like, I can't stop whatever's happening, but I'll just absorb it and take it on for myself. But then I love that she knew that he would do that. So she punched him with the thing, knowing that he would just like take it in.
He has such faith in his abilities that
he wouldn't think, like, he thinks like, oh, if I take in another demon's blood, nothing's gonna happen to me. He's not anticipating some kind of like demon antidote to be present within that, you know?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Oh my god, it was so good. It was so much better than I thought. Much better than I thought it was going to be. Even when they were all running and like worried, I was getting hyped up.
I was getting
and that's normally the thing that I wouldn't get hyped up about. I'd be like, oh, they do the thing where it cuts between them all. It's like a more animated.
Yeah.
But the music, again, the whole production, the strength of Demon Slayer is like the production of it and like the high level of cinema that's going on. And it really did sell the stakes of this, despite the fact that, personally to me, Ubuyashiki wasn't like someone that I identified with a lot, you know? But because of the level that the show was escalated to, even from that perspective, you can see the importance of this moment, you know, and feel it. You know, even coming from a place where you don't really care about him that much as like a character.
Yeah.
The importance of it to the story and to the other characters is really sold here. And and I wasn't expecting to get as hyped up as I was.
I love how Muzan was like,
sick.
oh, that fucking bastard, and he did all this to me. I'm like, bro, you went there to kill him.
It's the ego.
It's like this whole thing of like, I just thought he was stupid like every other human and would never like make a sacrifice or do anything crazy. And it's just like, it's crazy how like self-obsessed he is, you know?
Yeah.
That when
that's it. It's his blind
crazy,
spot, right?
yeah.
It's like the strength of Ubuyashiki because he's so pure and because he has like a calm and pure heart that like, yeah, Muzan couldn't sense like the bloodlust, so that's one thing, but also Muzan, even if you had any fear at all, you would, even if you couldn't sense the bloodlust from him, if you had like this, you know, the spiritual ability to like feel that, other than just being able to, you know, see that somebody wants to kill you, you know, on that other like spectral level of like sensing somebody's intent to kill. Even if you couldn't, if you had any fear at all, you would still suspect going into the enemy base that
something could happen.
Something bad and unexpected could happen, but because of his ego. And it plays into the whole conversation that they had. Because that's the whole theme of all of Demon Slayer. That's why, going back with the whole breathing techniques thing, it's like the breathing techniques is not some magic water they're throwing around. It's a manifestation of exactly what they were talking about here. The idea of the human will, the human spirit, the human drive is woven into the whole story. It's how the breathing techniques work. It's why it's why, you know, in a show about a bunch of other, you know, samurai dudes fighting demons, that the Akaza versus Rengoku fight, other than Rengoku just being good, it's why Akaza was such a badass opponent for Rengoku, because Rengoku is like the epitome of the human spirit. He's like a burning fire of the human spirit. And then you have Akaza, who is among the demons, like a martial artist who wanted to reach a higher level of power that he was unable to with a mortal body. So in a way, he sold his soul in order to achieve this higher level of power. In a way, he gave up that human spirit, and that's why he lost even in that battle. Even when he killed Rengoku, he still lost like the moral battle. And like when Tanjiro like threw his sword through the woods and it skewered him, it's like it was a big, even though he like won the fight, he was defeated emotionally. It's because it goes back to what exactly Ubuyashiki and Muzan are talking about here. It's all about the human spirit, and that's why we talked a lot about how Nezuko and Tanjiro's relationship is like one of the, you know, as much as we like to dog on Nezuko for being a literal dog, just basically literally a dog.
Yeah.
But his sister, the emotions and the way that Tanjiro, the way that the author writes their relationship and how they care about each other, even if it is like Tanjiro, like Nezuko can't even talk hardly.
Yeah.
There is that core of like feeling like family. Like it does feel there's that genuine love and affection there that like it comes through across, even in like a shallow shallow like relationship that's being portrayed. It's like even if you view it very cynically, you can still feel the love coming from the show and in many of the different relationships, and that's because that's what the show is all about. So and we've talked about that a lot, how that's like a big strength of the relationships is when there's family involved and stuff like that. It's, for some reason, whenever it's there, it really zeroes in on that and feels very genuine. So yeah, it's their talk here, I think, like, if you haven't been thinking about it the way that we have over the years, it probably is like a, whoa, this is like such a big thing, but it feels very satisfying from our perspective, where we've been like, you know, talking about things not just as a, you know, oh, I feel this way about the show or whatever, but like talking about the themes and stuff like that. Like it fits in a way that feels like a crescendo to everything that's been built up to this point, and it's been in like all facets of the story. And I think it came through really good, and it was very, because yeah, it's basically Muzan, he's dreaming of eternity, and he basically it's really like a fable, or like a fable or a fairy tale type thing, where the Lord who is dying curses his descendants in exchange for his own immortality. That's like classic. And then it's supposed to be like, oh, what have I done to deserve this? I've gained this power, but at what cost? All of my children are dying before they even experience life. You know, this is such a tragedy, and I'm cursed to watch my bloodline wither away. And even, I love how Muzan has that thing where he's watching the children play, and then he feels this weird little pang of, like, longing for that, and that he didn't even know he had, and he denies that he has even then. And so he does, so it's almost as if the curse is affecting him in a way, and it is kind of more of a curse than just a blessing. But in his mind, whether he's denying it or whether, I think he is. I think that he says like, oh, I don't know what the hell you're going on. I think he does know about it, but he just is so wrapped up in himself that he chooses to act like he doesn't know what it means, but he kind of does, and that's why he hates it so much. But he, you know, there's the immortality that he has and that demons want, and it goes back to like the Rengoku Akaza dichotomy, where Akaza is telling Rengoku to, you know, become a demon. You'll be so fucking powerful. You'll be the best of them all. I promise you. Like, it's a level of expertise that you can never reach as a mortal person. Just join me, and then you'll do that. And it's a similar thing here, where Muzan is like, this is ridiculous. Like, the way that you're toiling away, you know, continue to have children and then die before the age of 30, and you've cursed your children to a similar fate, and it's all because they carry with them this burden, and that the burden of the Demon Slayer Corps and the human spirit that they need to carry on, even if it's a tragic short life. It's a life that has importance because it carries on that will. So, and that's also reflected in Rengoku's whole family dynamic, in Tanjiro's family dynamic, but more specifically in Tanjiro's ancestry with passing down the Hinokami Kagura, where the Demon Slayer, the ancient Demon Slayer, he like passed down his shit to Tanjiro's family, even though they look identical and but apparently aren't related at all. But they look exactly alike and are all like Demon Slayer people. Anyway, so he didn't have children, and he didn't want that to die, so he passed it down to another family and then continued it to be passed down a family line. Like, that is a similar kind of reflection and, you know, personal tragedy, but for the greater good type thing that Ubuyashiki is going through, and that Muzan is refusing to accept because of, I imagine, just a deep-seated fear of death. But yeah, so the way it all comes to a head in this conversation is like all the pieces come together, and if you hadn't been thinking about it this way, or seeing all of these different connections in like I say intellectual, not like in a ooh so smart, but in a like not feeling it emotionally, but thinking about it as a concrete thing, then this conversation between them should like solidify it to like the average viewer who's just, you know, in the feels the whole time. And I think it was done very well. It was very good. And the fact that like I love the fact that Muzan is almost silent throughout it, because he's like, Ubuyashiki's like getting at truths that he's unwilling to admit to himself.
Yeah.
So every time
he just insults him. He's like, "You're ugly." It's like, okay, I'm having a crazy like moral exploration of like the human will here.
I might be ugly on the outside, but you're ugly on the inside. I know you are, but what am I? Type thing. Yeah. So, but like every other time that we've seen, say, the upper or lower moons talk to Muzan or other people, he just talks about them like they're not there. Like when they're addressing him, he'll be like, they'll be like, "Hey, get out!" Like that. Those people in the alleyway in the first season, they're just like, "Hey, fuck you, man!" And he's just like, "Oh, what a disgusting creature this is." Like like talking to the person, but as if he's like looking like they're a dog or something. But here, and then when he's talking to the other moons, they're like, "Oh, my lord, please allow me." He's just like, "Who do you think you are talking to me?" Like, and he kills them instantly. But here, this person who is defenseless, who is at his mercy, and he put himself at his mercy to fuck him over, but also to like get in his head and confront him spiritually in a way. So he puts him in this moment, and then it's like if Muzan just like cuts him off and kills him, then he's kind of fucking himself over, because then this guy just basically mogged him. Like he was saying things so uncomfortable that Muzan will have to live with the fact that he like was too weak to hear what he was saying. So Ubuyashiki is like, "May I say one more thing?" Addressing him fully, calmly, and politely. And then there's just like a silence, and then Ubuyashiki almost like a priest or like a confessional type thing, where he's you know, it's not about, you know, getting one over on him. It's not so in Ubuyashiki's ego like that. It's more like there's a truth to this world that you're like refusing to understand, and that you think that you don't understand. But yeah, anyway, I just loved that whole conversation. That was really good. And then obviously animation of the explosion was fucking crazy. It was so good.
Yeah, that was crazy. When the little like snowflake just like,
yeah,
that was crazy.
Oh, it was so good. And then Tamayo coming in clutch.
Yeah, that was this whole.
And then
this whole
Gyome
thing was crazy.
When he started going
Be another way, or like, now I won't leave your side, and give him the chance, you know. But it's like he was dying anyway, so he might as like. If you're gonna die, and he was supposed to have died 6 months ago, but he was hanging on for a reason, it's like you might as well try and take him down with you if you're gonna be dying. Yeah, that was crazy, and I feel like it was perfect, because it's like the timing of it all. It's like, okay, so you had like some people that were in on it, and then some people that weren't on it, but were close enough by the time that they tried decapitation and it didn't work, then they would roll up, you know, like it like the timing of it like worked very well, I feel like.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter now, because they got so he was like, he picked a battle with them on their home turf, and then he was like, "No, I need to, I'm taking this to my house." And I guess now they'll probably have to kill the demon who's like responsible for the place. Yeah. In order to get back out of there, because if they can't kill him without the sun, then they have to get out of there, or else they just be fighting him until they died.
The battle might be entirely lost. I feel like all the kids there, all the Lunger Demon Slayers,
they'll just be fighting like the random like creature demons, and they'll just get killed.
I think they might be dead. I don't know. There might even be a Hashira or two that'll die. Like, I don't even get out of there, but it's a really crazy OP ability. But yeah, I also love, it's kind of funny, like all the praise that I give to the whole conversation, but then when everyone shows up, or specifically Gyome is thinking about the whole bait thing, and he's just like, "Master, you truly are a genius." And he's just like, a genius. He just blew himself up. It's like he knew Muzan was coming for him. He waited for him, and then he just self-destructed and nuked the whole grounds. So, like, I agree that, you know, it worked out pretty well, but it's not a genius move to suicide bomb yourself in your own house. Because
with
you
your
know,
wife
like,
and kids.
well, it has some nuance to it, but it's not like, oh my god, this 5-head move of blowing
No one
yourself
could have
up.
ever thought of this.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, how? But it's really like there is nuance to it because, again, like you said, it's about Muzan's his ego and everything like that he'd think he would be okay. So, but it is just funny how they're like hyping it up, like, oh my god, it worked. Your plan worked perfectly, and it's like, I imagine it would. You know, the blowing yourself up.
There's not much that can go wrong with that kind of plan.
Yeah. Oh man.
That was
so
crazy.
good.
I'm excited now. I wonder if we're gonna get a movie next.
I think it's gonna be 3 movies for the finale of the series.
That's fucking crazy.
It's gonna be, and they'll probably, I mean, there's speculation that they'll probably do a movie then turn it into a TV show type thing, because that's like how they've been maximizing Demon Slayer profits. And then it'll be, you know, probably 2 or 3 years before it's all completed, I imagine, or maybe probably 2 years. Maybe they'll do 1 movie and then a double, like, you know, the following year, but I don't know. Anyway, this episode was fucking awesome. It was so good.
That was really good.
Wow. Leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.